test it and let you know what it's worth. You go back the next day, it tells you, no, this thing is here was in 9-carat gold, and it's worth 5,000. So no, my grandma could never own 9-carat gold, 22-carat gold. Get back, go to another jeweler. I said, look, I want you to cash this for me. I want money for this. So I leave it here. We will test it. And you return after a day or two, and he also gives you almost similar amount to the previous jeweler. He says, this is 9-carat gold. And the next one, he tells you it's 9-carat gold. But you see, this jewelry of your grandma, that necklace, they didn't melt it. How do they know that this is 9-carat? Everybody says 9-carat. Is there a collusion between the jewelers? No. They have a touchstone, a smooth granite stone, black stone. And they have samples of gold, 9-carat, 12-carat, 18-carat, 22-carat. Pieces of gold. They know, marked, this is 9, this is 18, this is 12, this is 22. So you bring your grandma's jewelry, and the guy makes like a pencil mark on that granite stone. And he sees the shade of gold. Doesn't look like 22. Looks more like 9. He's got a sample of 9. By the side of it, he makes a line with the 9-carat gold. Identical. So he concludes it's 9-carat. Next jeweler, he says the same. He takes your grandma's jewelry. He rubs it on that granite stone. And then he's got the sample. He says, no, this looks like 12. He says, no, the 12 is too bright. It doesn't match. Tries a 9. He says, this is 9. It's 9. It's 9. Touchstone. This is called a touchstone, granite black stone. These 4 verses are the touchstones of theology. Once you have got the right understanding of this, there is Allah, the one and only. Allah Samad, He is eternal, absolute. Lam yalid wa lam yulad, He does not beget and is not begotten. Wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad, and there's nothing like unto Him that can be imagined. And that knowledge is given to us in this book of God, the Holy Qur'an. If you have a translation like this, you know the value. I said you get 12 books of that for this. You get 6 Qur'ans, 2,000 pages each. Silk paper, 6 encyclopedias you get for the price of 1. For 60 rands, you'll get 6 of this. Plus that 1 cent change. We'll give you that 1 cent change. We'll give you that. 6 encyclopedias, 2,000 pages each. This is 200 pages. 200 pages for 59.99. 60 rands, less 1 cent. You get 6 Quran. You get 12 of those other books. But you know, somehow the Muslim is hesitant to own. But if you have this book, this one by Abdullah Yusuf Ali, there are 335 different references about Allah alone, God, under the subject God. 335, I counted them this morning. In the index, you go to the index, 335 references about Allah. Allah is mentioned in a concordance. If you have a concordance, 2,698 times the word Allah, Allah, Allah occurs in the Quran. But we haven't got the time for all that. 335 times about Allah, things about Allah. This is what it says. For example, He is your protector. Allah is your protector. He is the creator of all. He is most bountiful. He is most merciful. He is most kind. He is forgiving. And on. He is the orphan shelter. He is the wondrous guide. He satisfies your needs. He is God. He is present everywhere. To Him is the goal. To Him is the return of all. His unity. He is one, not one in a trinity, nor one of two, no begotten son, nor consort, nor daughters. He has no partners. He is wise. He is the best disposer of affairs. He is most high grade. He is irresistible. He is the doer of all He intends. He is self-sufficient. He is the wisest of judges. He is never unjust. Free of all wants, is worthy of all praise. 335 different references about God Almighty in this index. You owe it to yourself, Muslims and non-Muslims, to own this book. 10 rands. 10 rands. 10 rands each. 2,000 pages, silk paper, and everything about God and about life. You know about marriage? You get it in the M. You know about divorce and the D. You know about heaven and hell and the H. You know about Jesus and the J. What do you want to know? Everything on your fingertips. And 6 of these for one of this. You take your choice. وآخر الدعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the talk of Sheikh Ahmed Deedat. We're open to questions now. The mics in front will be used for questioning. Those that want to ask questions pertaining to the subject will be entertained. So you can queue up in front here and you can ask any questions on the subject. Any other questions won't be entertained. I must ask you to cooperate, please.
Mr. Deedat, in other religions beside Islam, the concept of man becoming God through the process of so-called higher knowledge is derogatory to the majesty of God. God was the creator and man was the created. Why has then man made himself supreme above God?
Man, how can he make himself supreme above God? No doubt he is arrogating to himself the position that he says God does not exist, that he is an atheist, and his mind and whatever he thinks or imagines is his theory of creation, that there is no God. Now, this is a new sickness. This sickness for thousands of years never existed. You see, when Allah Ta'ala gives us in the Qur'an, the surah, قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ, say, O you who disbelieve. Those people were not atheists. They were not atheists. There were no atheists in Arabia. There were no atheists in India for 5,000 years. There were no atheists in China for thousands of years. In the most primitive nations on earth, there were no atheists. Atheist means people who say there is no God. Everyone, they believe in some kind of God, that there is some power, something, somebody made this and somebody made that, wherever, in Central Africa, or whether in China, or in India, or Arabia. But it is the concept that whenever Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam put forth the concept of Allah, His Wahdaniyat, that people said, no, we believe in 360 gods. He said, no, not those 360. Shaped like eagles, like lions, like human beings. Not this, not that, not that. All this was negated. So the thing is now, today in modern times, man has come forth with the idea that as if he created everything. Because he's able to explain, he's trying to give for the theory, the Big Bang theory, this theory, that theory. So from that he assumes that actually as if he made it. Because he's trying to explain how things happen as if he did it. Now, in this book of mine that has been given to you, you will find there how to talk that type of sick people. You know, the people who say that there is no God, how to reason with him from the Quranic verses that are given to you. So, this is my answer to that.
Mr. Deedat, our host is not here today.
Yes.
I would like to ask one question. Are you prepared to answer it?
No, not for him. I have no right to answer for Swami Agnivesh.
Yeah, but...
then, I mean, if he was here, you had a right to ask him. Yeah. The arrangement was that one question for him, one for me. One for him, one for me. Right. This is how it would have been arranged if he was here. But now, you have to reserve your question. Oh, by the way, I'm offering to our Hindu brothers here, because some people phoned me, and Mr. Maharaj phones me, and he says, you know, this meeting of yours, I said, yeah, this is a symposium going to take place. He said, but this Agnivesh, he says, nobody knows him in India. No, this is a human, he says, nobody knows him. I said, there are 800 million Hindus in India. Did you go and test them out? Did you take a poll? 800 million Hindus, and you found out that nobody knows him. Surely his father and mother and his relations, man, somebody must be knowing the guy. But this is nature of man. So